Right, Mr. Roy Orbison, he gave us a special moment with our first reaction to him with "Oh Pretty Woman." I learned so much about him. You guys flooded the comment section and gave me some context to a lot of the things that I read, and gave me some things that I didn't know, that I didn't read. So I'm really excited about this journey. Apparently he was the man. Based off of what y'all told me, on top of the research that I did, he was the man. Don't know why I never heard of him. You know, like with all of the major acts that I reacted to, Zeppelin, Beatles, I'm blanking, Eric Clapton, and you know, like I've heard of the name of these groups and these people, but I don't know any of their music, right? So with Roy, for him to be such a prominent figure, like even Hank Williams, like I've heard of Hank Williams, I just haven't heard a song. So with Roy Orbison, I'm just trying to figure out how I've never heard the name. And again, I heard Pretty Woman before, but of course I never thought to figure out who made the song. So anyway, this is You Got It, our second edition into our Roy Orbison journey, and I'm really excited, man. So of course there were a couple of videos and it looked like live performances, and I didn't know which one you guys would want, so I just stuck with the studio version. And if one of the live performances that have tens of millions of views are worth watching, y'all just let me know and we'll do a studio versus live edition. But we starting with the studio version. You Got It. We'll do the song research afterwards. Let's go.
Every time I look into your loving eyes, I see love that money just can't buy. One look from you, I drift away. I pray that you are here to stay. Anything you want, you got it. Anything you need, you got it. Anything at all, you got it, baby. Every time I hold you, I begin to
don't take this out of context. I mean this in the most ignorant way possible, but this sounds really advanced for 50s. I don't know why, but like the overdub of the guitar, unless I'm just hearing it wrong, and y'all tell me all the time to get headphones. I will eventually one day, guys. But like this just sounds very advanced for the 50s. Like, I don't think I've ever heard anything in the 50s sounds like a lot of pre-60s music is I don't want to say one-dimensional, but there's just not a lot going on. It's easy to follow. With this is very, the composition of it, and I feel like I said the same thing about Oh Pretty Woman. Like it seemed very ahead of its time. But this is like way, unless this is not from the 50s, because we know he had a really long run. We know the 50s was like his prime, but we know he had a very long career. So maybe this isn't 50s, but this just sounds very advanced for the 50s. Almost sound like something in the 70s.
Everything about you tells me I'm your man. I live my life to be with you. No one can do the thing you do. Anything you want, you got it. Anything you need, you got it. Anything at all, you got it, baby. Anything you want, you got it. Anything you need, you got it. Anything at all. I'm glad to give my love to you. I know you feel the way I do. Anything you want, you got it. Anything you need, you got it. Anything at all, you got it, baby. Anything you want, you got it. Anything you need, you got it. Anything at all, you got it, baby. Anything at all, you got it, baby. You got it.
Yeah, I gotta find out what year this from. This just doesn't sound like 50s. And granted, my 50s, my musical knowledge of the 50s is not that extensive, so maybe I sound like a complete idiot, which I am known to sound like, but that's just, it just doesn't sound 50s at all. It is not. It is 89. Okay. I'm like, wow. I'm thinking this was like 50s. Like, okay. This is the 80s. Gotcha. From his 22nd studio album. That is so crazy. 22 albums. Mystery Girl in 1989. The song was released after his death. January 3rd, 1989, from a heart attack on December 6, 1988. The song was issued the only one as the B-side and was later released with Crying. The single reached number 9 on the US Hot 100 and number 1 on the Adult Contemporary chart, returning Orbison to the top 10 for the first time in 25 years. Wow. Reached number 3 in the UK. Tom Petty co-wrote. Wow. Tom Petty is another journey that I kind of left prematurely. And it's crazy. I think I might only did one Tom Petty reaction. But okay, the song was recorded at guitarist Mike Campbell's garage in Los Angeles, California, and mixed at George Harrison's residence in England. Wow. Orbison gave his only public rendition of the hit at the Diamond Awards Festival in Belgium on November 19th, 1988, just 17 days before his death and before the single was released. So that's the video that I was seeing on YouTube. Gotcha. So I should have watched that, huh? Basically, that's what they telling me. George Harrison was uncredited on the track. Well, it says it was just mixed at his house. They didn't say he mixed it. But did George actually? Oh, he played the acoustic guitar and backing vocals. Oh, he didn't get no credit. Damn. Wow. Well, I guess this was kind of like his swan song, like his goodbye song, because it went crazy all over the world. Everybody loved it. It looks like it was in the top 10 just about in every country. Wow. And there's another version that was really by Bonnie Raitt. I've heard her name before. Okay, yeah. So I'm not gonna lie. At first, when I was listening to this, it's just me being stupid, as y'all know I am. I'm thinking this was still in his 50s run, and I was like, whoa. Like, this just sounded so ahead of his time. And then finding out that it was in the 80s, I was thinking 70s. So for the 80s, this does sound, and I would say 80s, it might have been a little outdated, the sound. Especially 89. Like now, overdubs and, instruments playing on top of each other, mixed in with backing vocals from multiple people. Like, that's 80s, 90s bag. You know what I mean? So, but I was thinking this was still 50s, and I was like, oh my gosh, like, this was incredible. Like, this must have revolutionized the industry. But wow, I mean, again, the fact that he was still going strong towards the end, and still making hit records like this, really sad. But beautiful music lasts forever. It's with Virgin Records. All right. Well, beautiful song. I really, really enjoyed it. Definitely a completely different vibe, completely different approach as Pretty Woman. But again, it's a 30-year difference. So, and the fact that he was able to keep up and allow some of the more recent or popular younger acts to help him out. Like Tom Petty, along with another legend like George Harrison from the Beatles. You can just tell he took a lot of pride in his music. That's a great combination, Tom Petty and George Harrison, and just a great song. I really, really enjoyed it. I love the backing vocals. That might have been my favorite part about it. But it was just a great song. I really, really enjoyed it. Again, nothing like Oh Pretty Woman, but again, 30 years later. So, great song, and I can't wait to hear more. If there's anything else from Roy Orbison I need to check out, y'all just let me know. I would definitely love to hear more of his 50s work, just to hear his prime. But, of course, send me whatever. I want to hear everything. But just out of curiosity, I'm really intrigued to hear more of his 50s run. The run that made him a superstar, Just out of curiosity. Out of pure curiosity. But y'all let me know how y'all felt about it. As always, like, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate y'all for watching. Until next time, with Roy Orbison. Peace.